Well, it is officially Amazon Prime Day 2020. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the best tech deals, camera deals, as well as video gear deals, not just on Amazon, but across the internet, because every retailer is competing right now for these deals. And so in this video specifically, I'm going to be covering some very hard to find Amazon deals. They're not all on the main page, and I'll be going into that. I'm going to talk about 4 tips for getting the best deals and saving the most money when shopping over the next couple days. I'm going to go through my content creator checklist. This channel, Think Media, if we're just meeting, I'm Sean Cannell. It's all about helping with the tools for creators, the best cameras, live streaming gear, microphones, podcasting gear. So we're going to be talking about that. And then we're also going to be talking about the best deal I found on the Canon M50 that's in stock. It's actually been a hard camera to get. So we'll go into that as well. And if you're watching this on the replay, I think there'll be some value throughout the entire holidays. So check out clickable chapters and time codes in the video, as well as in the description below, to jump around to different areas, because towards the end, I'm going to take some questions here live and actually go through deals and show you how I do my deep dive research. And then there'll be updated links in the description below as well. But hey, it is officially Amazon Prime Day, and it's actually a 2-day event that's happening kind of across the web, and it's October 13th and 14th. But really, holiday shopping, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is starting right now, and I think we'll see a lot of different deals that are happening. Question of the day is, what are you shopping for on Amazon Prime Day? Let me know what's on your gift list, or what is on your personal battle station content creator list. Here's a couple tips. Make sure you're signed up for Amazon Prime. That's the only way to take advantage of Prime Day. It's for Prime members. Let me know, are you already an Amazon Prime member? There's links in the description below that'll take you to all the various deals I'm mentioning, plus a way that you can sign up for Amazon Prime. The links are my affiliate links, which means if you click them, I get a small percentage, but it does not increase the price of anything, and it helps us here at Think Media. Sign up for Amazon Prime. And there's a lot of other benefits that come with it, but here's the cool thing. You get a 30-day free trial, and you can cancel anytime, and you could take advantage of today's deals. There are longer deals versus lightning deals. So I'm going to cover a couple lightning deals, but those are only available for about an hour sometimes, and they're happening every couple of hours or every hour over the next 2 days. So definitely click the top link in the description to see the most current deals right now using the information in this video. And there are some great longer deals, though, that you have some time, but you're going to want to act quick, because this is just a 2-day promotion, right? Also, this is cool and updated from my last video. Most of the orders, the majority of the orders, tip 3, delivered between October 1st and December 31st are returnable through January 31st. That's a big deal. That means all the way into 2021, you have a chance to make sure it works for you. It's the right thing. There's a couple like live streaming accessories and whatnot that you maybe want to grab. And if for some reason you're like, this thing doesn't even work, you have the peace of mind to let it go through like a testing season, which is kind of cool. That's a really long return window. So I think that can give you peace of mind when shopping on Amazon Prime Day, almost 4 months. And then shop great deals on other sites like B&H Photo, because every single website, it's actually crazy. Black Friday prices are guaranteed on Best Buy. Target is doing deal days. Everyone is syncing up with the same Amazon Prime Day timeline. So right now is definitely time to get your battle station ready. Let me know, what are you sipping on? What are you drinking? I got some coffee. It's a little early stream here on the West Coast in Las Vegas for the Prime Day festivities. Let's talk about a couple of just kind of the evergreen deals, and then I'll get into some specific ones really quick. There's, of course, a lot of deals on storage. This is a good one to upgrade if you're a content creator, maybe micro SD cards for your phone or for your drone, as well as normal SD cards. This is a great price. I always stock up on SD cards as well as hard drives. You maybe need to back up that video footage, 12 terabytes. You could buy 2 of those suckers. I mean, it's still $174, but that's a lot of storage, and you could then duplicate it, because you always want to make sure you have at least 2 copies of your data. So a lot of different storage deals happening. Again, links in the description down below. You also have some more storage deals from Samsung, Seagate, and Synology. And this includes the Lacie ruggeds. This is like a favorite content creator type of a drive, right? Because it can take a licking and keep on ticking. We use these like crazy at Think Media. We use these Samsung T5s. We've purchased many of these. And so to see these go on sale, just a little bit of a sale, you know, this isn't the craziest stuff. And then, you know, for those of you that are maybe ready to upgrade to some serious backup storage, this is what I have at my house as well as home office. And then Kyle Anderson on the Think Media team, one of our video editors, has got this kind of same setup. You can put multiple drives inside of here. So maybe you want to do some upgrades to your storage. There's a couple things happening. Amazon has some deals on the DJI drones and action cameras. Mavic Mini, that's a great one. Nice drone. 20% off. You got the DJI Osmo Action. Love this action camera. It's got the selfie screen that GoPro 9 just added. So good stabilization in that camera. I've gone snowboarding with it and whatnot. So a couple deals. The Osmo Pocket, the best deal on the Osmo Pocket is actually on B&H. You get the kit and it's more than 25% off. There's a couple webcam deals. This is the kind of stuff that makes me think that you really want to take advantage of those return policies, right? Where just meaning if for some reason this doesn't work out. Webcams during the pandemic have been like a famine, right? It's been very difficult to get live streaming gear. More than ever before, you need to build your battle station, right? You want to have your live streaming setup locked in, some lighting. We'll talk about that. USB mics. Those are some of the things. So a couple of things as far as getting the most out of Prime Day deals is notice they need to have this Prime Day blue sticker here, right? And then you actually know it's a Prime Day deal. And what I would do is I just read the reviews, but you also got to kind of be wary of fake reviews. So some of these, just try to dig deep. And I think that for what they are, maybe you want 60 frames a second or something. You could go webcam 60 FPS, and now you're in kind of like 1080p, 60 frames per second, $50 Prime Day deal, and 33% off. So this is definitely a way to shop. And then, kind of dig around, awful quality, not suitable for video trainings. So probably pass on that one. And, maybe compare if it's a top 500 reviewer, maybe trust them. But initially I'm already like, eh. So anyways, when you're looking for some of these kind of budget off market type of webcams, you might want to be a little bit leery, but there's definitely some prime deals happening on those. Hey, smash like if you're getting value out of this video so far. And if the stream is working good, and let me know how you're doing and what you're shopping for on Prime Day. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to take some questions here towards the end. But we've got more stuff. Okay. Lightning deals. Now these are going fast. And let's go check some out in real time. But I did see GVM stands for Great Video Maker. We talk a lot about their lights. We've talked about Neewer's lights. I think lighting is a really good investment, whether you want to invest in lighting for, again, I've got a GVM light right above me here that's lighting me right now. And whether you're, kind of Zoom live streaming, or of course, home office, shooting YouTube videos and whatnot. And so let's go check out the deals in real time and navigate around old Amazon here. So check out Prime Day deals. Now here's a couple tips, right? You want to shop by category, and you can do this on mobile as well. And they've got these kind of cool stickers for content creators, right? We're going to be looking for things like computer and accessories. We're going to be looking for things like cameras. And so you can click over here and click cameras, right? And this is going to show us current deals. So again, the top link in the description will take you to this page, and it'll be current for you. You've got some a Geekodo tripod. These are pretty good. There's 94% claimed. We've reviewed a couple of those. I think we actually have reviewed an orange type one. Definitely can recommend the brand. Huge tip is make sure you get a tripod that's tall enough for you if you want to be able to be standing when being on camera. At 58 inches, that might be tall enough for you. We usually go much taller than that. I'm 6'1" tall, so I'm always looking for the tall tripods. That's one to check out. And actually, this deal is still going at the time of recording this video. So GVM 3-pack LED light. This is a pretty rock star lighting kit. You've got the lightning deal there. Here's the deal. GVM lights are already incredibly priced when they're just priced at the retail price. They're kind of like the best brand that's at that content creator level of having really solid build quality, really good product quality at a very good price. And so when you see certain brands go on sale, definitely worth investing in something like GVM. So anyways, you can check out those lightning deals, and those are happening in the description. This one, top recommendation, man. If you don't got this guy, the ULANZI U-Rig smartphone rig, again, it's normally 20 bucks, 20% off. And you see the Prime Day deal right there on it. And let me show you a couple ways to shop around for some specific deals. But if you want to be able to, there's so many different mounts. There's threaded tripod mounts. You can mount it sideways for the vertical vibe. You can see that right there. This is just a great rig to, it fits any phone because it's definitely got the size, and then you can mount it on a tripod, mount an LED light, mount a mic. So if you're going to be creating content with your smartphone, that's a super smart move right there. And the fact that it's on sale, and it looks like you probably have like a full 2 days, but again, act quick because I don't know how long. This is not a lightning deal. It's just the Prime Day deal. We see the blue sticker, 20% off, right? So a couple things you can do is when you're searching at the top here, see it says Prime Day. You can go Prime Day and then type in something like smartphone rig. This small rig, this is another great one if you want to invest a little bit more for kind of that aluminum build quality. And then a small rig has a lot of upgrade pieces to it. So you don't necessarily need this unless you plan on your like really going out there and hammering. But like if you've used small rig before, that's a more professional kind of video creators. You can put little handles. There's like a little power bank. Anyways, I'm actually going to cover this soon because this is a great rig too. But you know, it's over twice the price of the ULANZI. It's better build quality because it's aluminum alloy, but chances are if you're just going to shoot at home and whatnot, this is a great investment as well. Definitely recommend this one. This is a GVM ring light smartphone mount with the lights built in. See that? Kind of cool. So you can plug it in. You got the DC in there. You've got batteries that can click on there, and you could go vertical, you could go horizontal. And not only do you have the build quality, but you got the lights and the mounts. So I actually threw these are actually all pretty great deals that I think are worth considering. This is super interesting. You can plug, it's got the TRRS for you. If you're ever wondering like, hey, why doesn't like my microphone work with my smartphone? TRRS stands for tip, ring, something else. Tell me what the S stands for. And so when you look at the 3 rings there, that's left, right, and microphone. So that's a smartphone plug. So you'd plug that into your Android or your iPhone with the dongle. And then you've got some kind of a thing to make the ability to plug this into the bottom of like an XLR mic. That probably doesn't need power, I would assume. So you'd want to make sure that is happening. And Saramonic is a pretty solid audio solution, and kind of there you go. So that's super interesting. And a lot of things I think that are looking here as far as smartphone accessories. So the other thing you could do is you could go that smartphone rig, you could go smartphone tripod. I'll circle back to this in a bit, but this is interesting. You know, 54-inch, I'm again tall. That's from the smartphone tripod side of things. I also would hesitate on this because this only goes horizontal. If you notice that, it doesn't have the ability to twist. And let's look at one that does. Same kind of thing here, but here, 60 inches. Now this is a little more interesting, and see, it's got the thing that will go vertical and horizontal because it's popped up on there. So a lot of cool Prime deals that we're seeing here. And so we'll come back to this in a bit, but you go make sure it's on Prime Day and then type in the topic that you're looking for. When it comes to like camera deals, you could type in like Canon camera. The main deal that's out there right now is the EOS M200. A good camera, but no mic input. So one thing that this is a pretty good camera for is live streaming. And you have the Canon live streaming utility now, which is kind of cool. And so, you know, 18% off. I've got some better Canon deals on different websites coming up here in a bit. But yeah, not a bad deal. That's kind of the main thing I'd use for. Otherwise, I'd be going for like an M50 and some other things. So other than that, you're not seeing the Prime Day sticker. You could go Sony mirrorless if you want to look at what's happening with some Sony, and then look for like there's a Prime deal on the A7R4. Smart move. Like, hey, if you want to jump in for $500 off, sick, you know, high resolution photography, and of course, video camera as well. And so, yeah, but obviously kind of limited as far as there, but we have some other camera deals coming up as well. Hey, friends, if you're getting value, smash the like button. Let's talk a little bit about my content creator checklist, and let me know what's on your list. And so what you could do, just as I showed you, you go to the Amazon search bar, you make sure it's on Prime Day, and then maybe you go camera lenses. I'll give you an example of a camera lens deal that I found. You could go Canon lens. One kind of sweet deal on Canon, let's see, is the wide lens for the EF mount, which is like the DSLR mount, is on sale if I can find it. And I think it's, let me just go straight to it. It's the 10, oh, here we go. We're closer now. But you see these limited time deals. These are happening. So if you want to go directly to it, I believe it's the 10 to 22. And maybe it already passed. So I might have saw that earlier today. But this is a way to go directly to a lens. And this is one of the, I remember when Casey Neistat first started vlogging years ago, this was like what he had on his Canon 70D, because it's a pretty good wide angle lens. But again, it doesn't look like it's on any special sale right now. But to the content creator checklist point, go specifically to the brands you want, specifically maybe to the lens you want. Live streaming gear, search terms would be like smartphone rig, smartphone tripod. Lighting, we talked about that, microphones, podcast gear. So you could go Prime Day and go USB microphone, right? Not all departments, y'all got to be Prime Day. Okay. So then you could look through here to see what do we got that's on special. I saw this just dropped, this new Razer Siren X. This is a sick deal. Okay. Prime Day exclusive, 30% off. Nice. And so this would be a recommendation for sure. We haven't tested this yet, but just have heard great things about the brand, and I'm sure you could research that. So that's interesting. So again, that's kind of how you dive deeper to find the deal specifically, is you got to go dig and then look for the blue stickers. And then of course, don't do anything with an impulse buy. Take some time. These blue sticker Prime deals, you probably have some time to, again, at least 48 hours, less than that. But the full 2 days to probably grab some of these. This is interesting. I'm looking for Rode microphones, and it looks like maybe they're not on sale, but it's going to lead you to maybe some other brands. I haven't seen this one yet, but this looks kind of like obviously a knockoff of the Rode Wireless Go. Man, you get an extra 5% coupon, pretty sick price. Maybe jump over here and see what's happening. And even see what if there's any other YouTube videos out there on it or whatever. Looks like the reviews are pretty good. And so there you go. Again, like this is about $100 cheaper than the Rode Wireless Go. And could be good, might not be. So I can't endorse this in particular, but that's sort of digging right directly into deals. And so you could do podcast here. We talked a little bit about storage. Maybe you want to upgrade your networking. I've seen deals on anything from Cat 6, Cat 7 cable to better Wi-Fi routers, which could speed up your workflow at home. Other accessories, tripods, SD cards, camera bags, laptops and computers, and then even software. And we'll talk a little bit about laptops and computers, and I'll do some questions here in a bit, and we'll search even more deals. But if you we also have that Canon M50 deal coming up. If you go like video editing software, then that'll take you to maybe what some of the Prime Day deals are. Make sure it's on Prime Day. And yeah, you've got Video Studio Ultimate. Never used that before, but something to check out. Adobe Creative Cloud, interesting. Let's see what we got here. So this is the entire collection for 12 months, auto renewal, and you get over $100 off. So I pay for Adobe Creative Cloud monthly, and I don't know. I think is it $50 a month? It depends on what you have, but sometimes it's like $30 a month. So if you were to take the $479.99 divided by 12, $40 a month. And I think they're including some storage, so you don't necessarily need to invest in Dropbox. 12-month subscription, and that's a pretty cool deal, you know. So yeah, I think that comes out to $10 off a month. And also, if you're a student or a teacher, you got an even better deal. And I don't even think that has to be a Prime Day deal. That's just a discount that you get on Adobe Creative Cloud. At Think Media, we pretty much swear by Adobe Creative Cloud. Our thumbnails are designed in Photoshop. I use Photoshop. The whole team uses Adobe Premiere Pro. Is that true? I think maybe Nolan uses Final Cut 10. I think everybody uses Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Audition for audio editing, and then yeah. And so you can check out other software. Maybe there's some specific software. So a big tip, right, is you actually got to dig and look specifically for deals. Okay, a couple more things, then we'll get to some questions. If you go to Amazon and you just go to GVM, like type in GVM, some solid deals that look like they're happening the whole time. We'll talk a little bit. We've got some great videos coming up with GVM. Couple of distinctions. You've got this RGB light kit. This isn't a Prime Day deal, but you do have $35 off right now if you click this coupon. And this lighting kit right here is like the all-time. You maybe have saw the Think Media video. Let me bring it up here, where you've got the amazing YouTube studio background, and with a piece of gray paper or white paper, you can splash the different colored background. Absolute game changer for creating thumbnails and photography. So a little bit of a sale there. If we head over to B&H, you can look through the deals here. So if you type in, and I'll show you, just like Prime Day, everybody's doing it. So this one's not really on sale. You got the $35 off on Amazon. But if we scroll down, see it says save $9 off their bicolor ring light. That's a smart move on B&H Photo. And these links are down below. Bicolor means it's all the different colors of white light. So it'll match like your yellowish lamps at night, and it'll match your daylight temperature. But RGB stands for red, green, blue. And like, here you go. These are like the BOYA ones. They're the bigger panels, normally $719. So there's a cheaper kit than this from GVM, but this is RGB color, 3 lights, a bag. Pretty sure you get a bag in there, a sick bag. Those look like maybe the barn doors, all the lighting stands. If you want to like the BOYA kit of your life, you got instant savings at $172 off. That one, again, that's just a limited supply. But to be specific, here's maybe even a more extreme deal. This one ends at October 14th. So this is basically the Prime Day window, right? $200 off. Normally these are bigger panels. One of the things to look at is the size. And that's what I mean by the different colors of white light, even though that's kind of yellow, right? It's not color, red, green, blue, but you got all the different color temperature range. And that's a pretty sick deal for these huge LED panels. And GVM is a great brand. So if you head over to B&H Photo, there's some instant savings that are happening during the same length as Prime Day. That's also true on like Adorama and all kinds of places. So definitely something to check out. Let's see where we're at here. And I also put a link to this video down below because I think let me know if you think that some of the Think Media thumbnails, our game is leveled up. We've been really intentional, and thumbnails are one of the most important things for getting clicks on your videos and really standing out. And so if you haven't seen that video, link in the description below, amazing YouTube studio background idea, or you could just search that, and that'll show you the details of how to set everything up. Neewer does have a Prime Day deal, again, RGB. So if you want to stick with Amazon and you head over to type in the Neewer, RGB, red, green, blue, app control, all the colors, 24% off. And there you go. You know, I haven't actually used these, but we've used other Neewer, and Neewer usually comes pretty strong. And this one's right there. Looks like the reviews are good. Doesn't surprise me. So again, you get all these different creative lighting effects. It's just cool. Pretty, and this gives you a good point. These are smaller light panels. I imagine they're pretty small. It probably tells us here somewhere. 7 inches, 8 inches by 8 inches. That's pretty small. Great still. You can still splash some color lighting, but that kind of speaks to, it's how many bulbs are you getting inside of the light, right? And they're not even bulbs. Somebody will correct me in the comments. They'll be like, no, they're actually like lightoids or whatever you're called. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're correct. And so, yeah. That's a sick price though. So if you wanted to get some, like, what you may want to do with a light kit like this is you may want to light yourself with the nice light here, right? It's just some normal white light, but you want to splash your background with RGB color. Of course, you could also do that with like smart bulbs or like RGB, like cabling, right? Or whatever it's called. In fact, there's probably some Prime deals just for like home decor. You could go like RGB light, and it's, yeah, like this kind of vibe. If you want to just get some color, like behind me on the bookshelf, I could put strips, these light strips there, and then I could make my back wall blue or any of the colors. This is app control. There's a little remote. And so there's some Prime Day deals on that as well. Here's a little on-camera RGB light. So definitely kind of a vibe, kind of a thing. We're so 3008 with our RGB color lighting, right? Okay, so that's fun. I told you about this. Now, I shopped around. Cameras, it have been a little bit hard to come by as far as deals on many websites that I've seen. We'll look a little bit here, but this is the best deal that I've ever seen on the Canon M50. I've talked about it before, and they're usually out of stock. So the move is Canon M50 refurbished. So what you want to do, there's a link in the description. You go Canon M50 refurbished is where it'll take you. And this is pretty sick. You could go over on the left side when you click that link. That's my affiliate link. And you can click Canon M. Now notice this M50 kit with the lens is out of stock, but the black M50 with the kit lens is $519. Pretty good deal because kit lens is pretty solid. But you also go black body and the white body, $462, right? Pretty sick. And that's even additional savings off, I promise you, the best price you'll probably find on a Canon M50. Now, here's the thing. When you grab this refurbished from Canon, you get a 1-year warranty, which is like the same warranty as when the product's new. So this is like the best deal. We talk about the M50 a lot here on Think Media. And so, yeah, this is not like an Amazon Prime Day deal, but this is like why they last, because I recommend this a lot, and then they're out of stock quickly. So they're in stock right now, just like this one is. For example, if we go over to the left side here and we go like, let's say the SL3, because SL3 is a smart move for, it's like the DSLR version of the M50. But notice they're out of stock. So even though it's a sick price on the body, $440, what good does it do if it's out of stock, right? So the fact the M50s are in stock right now, that is a deal that I could highly recommend. Joby tripods, that's another one to type in over on Amazon Prime. And so, yeah, let me know what you're shopping for. And if you've been getting value, click like. I want to answer some of your questions. We can maybe shop around deals together, maybe do some product recommendations. But yeah, let me know if you've been getting value. What are you shopping for on Amazon Prime Day? And what do you think about, I got the Neewer deal, Sonic Man, smart move, that RGB light, that's a great move. I summarize everything in the description down below if you're looking for some things. Jason says some tripods. Let's dive in, man. Okay, so we will recap our tips. You gotta make sure you select Prime Day. Then you go tripod. And let's look at if you literally just need the tripod to be at home, right? You just need to set it up. Then you're probably good if it's got decent reviews. If you're not going to put a lot of wear and tear on it. This one looks decent. You can go vertical, which is nice as well. You know, just kind of your basic movements. $28. And here's why I picked it out. 66 inches. So I like them when they're taller if you're a taller person. Let's see. $18 for 55 inches. Height is kind of the big one. These Endurix, probably fine, you know. And then if you want to get like a nicer tripod, you're going to pay more for it. I would recommend K&F. We love these. And you got some Prime Day deals. 72-inch. And this gives you some kind of dynamic photography type setup. It also has a monopod. You can do kind of a horizon. That's maybe for stitching things together photography wise. Let me make this bigger. Kind of inverted macro photography. So definitely a photography type camera, 20% off. And, you know, $100, normally $130. So K&F tripods are definitely worth looking at. Consider the height. Here's a couple checklists of things I like to consider. I actually prefer leg locking flip closure. So if you look at this, you could see that the legs have a little, they flip on and off. And then you can see right there that those twist, that's twist tightening. And then there's like, I forget, leg locking, flip, whatever's, flip locks. So I prefer flip locks. I want the height to be good. I prefer this type of a head where you've got not just the bubble level, but you've got a 360 ball head that really helps you no matter how uneven the terrain is to just get the camera level. It helps with the ball head, of course, quick release. There's a counterweight lock on here. You see that counterweight lock. So you can hang your, these are so light. They're kind of flimsy, right? Because they're like carbon fiber or something aluminum. But the counterweight lets you weigh the tripod down by hooking your camera bag on the counterweight lock. So this is sort of the checklist of a tripod that I would love. I think the only thing here is how tall is this guy? And it's his Zomni is a great brand. We've tested those quite a bit. So it's a matter of kind of hopefully 55 inches. So I would get one taller than this, but definitely some ones to look at. And Gikodo is good too. Onazi, this guy is for, you know, kind of more like a desk or sort of that Joby bendy leg type tripod. So yeah, those are some ones to check out as well. What type of monitors do you recommend? IPS is probably good to get, meaning because that speaks to your color accuracy. So let's just go that way. Let's go IPS monitor. Now, of course, for the gamers in the community here at Think Media, there may be some things that you specifically want. I think this, you know, on a basic level for $100 for 24 inches, 1080p, HDMI, DVI, and IPS, right? That IPS is at least going to speak a little bit to color accuracy. So that's a pretty sick deal for, looks like a basic. And I've got two monitors. In my opinion, having two monitors is kind of critical eventually for your battle station. Why? You know, as I'm sharing this screen here on StreamYard, by the way, today's video is brought to you by StreamYard. I forgot that StreamYard is sponsoring this video. StreamYard is the software that I'm using. So I'm plugged in here and I've got my GH5 plugged into a CamLink. Ooh, let's talk about the HDMI webcam things in a second because there's some sick deals on those. So StreamYard is my favorite simple software for going live. I guess you can't really see. This is sort of the back end of what I'm using right here. But the way I'm able to see how easy it is to just like pull up the screen, you know, share my my content checklist over here, like do this, do this. You know, it's easy to bring guests on when we do the Think Marketing Q&A. We use StreamYard, and you could grab $10 off the pro version. StreamYard does 1080p now. I'm streaming in 1080p. It's so dang user friendly. It's web based, and we're gonna be collaborating more with StreamYard. But it's basically just our go-to platform. You can multi-stream, and there's a free version, so you might as well download it for free. And I think you have the watermark, and there's some limitations to putting it out there to the world, but you could stream, multi-stream. So I'll go to like Think Marketing and do Coffee with Canon. I'll also go to my Sean Cannell fan page, and then in like one of our Facebook groups. By the way, if you're not a part of the Think Media Facebook group, you probably didn't even know we had one. So if you type in Think Media, I think it's a picture of a ZV-1 right now. We need to kind of update the branding on it. But anyways, StreamYard, if you want to do multiple platforms, super user-friendly interface, easy to bring text on the screen. In fact, man, I'm not doing anything right today. Look, I can get my branding on. Where's my branding? There's a Think. Did you see that? Look at that. Powered by StreamYard in the upper right-hand corner of the video, right? And so you got that guy. You could throw your branding up there. You can play videos really easy. If I just want to like cue a little 30-second countdown. How powerful is that? So you can like upload those videos. So super user friendly. And it's also the way I've been capturing interviews recently. I got a new video influencers interview coming up with a super cool guest. I use StreamYard to capture that. And you can download, it saves the recordings on the back end. So you also can use it as a good collaboration tool if you want to bring people on for interviews or interview people for your show or your video podcast. StreamYard. So big shout out to StreamYard for sponsoring the video. And you can use the link in the description to get $10 off. I think it's one of the best investments you can actually make. I know the paid version costs money, but it can become a powerhouse tool. We're literally using it multiple times a week, whether we go even just in Inner Circle or Video Raking Academy, we're using StreamYard. The way Heather and Melissa and I all collab, we use StreamYard. So shout out to StreamYard. Back to the monitors question. 2 monitors. And so when I share my screen like this, I just share my whole monitor that's in front of me, and I have my second monitor over here. That's my dashboard. I'm looking at my live streaming. So right now I can shout out Infinitude. What's up? You know, Van, I'm looking over here, right? So I got Julie's Plans, Juice Coffee, Mike John. So I got my whole live streaming dashboard. I'll show it to you actually. There it is, right? So I brought it over from the second monitor, right? And I got my stream health up. Come on. I can bring that back over here. And then I got my whole StreamYard dashboard where I can control this kind of stuff over here as well. So back to the monitors, 2 monitors or a wide monitor, but I still like 2. I personally, maybe I'm old school. I just like having the ability to have a clean distinction of sharing what is on one, if you will, 1080 screen or 4K screen. Monitor checklist, IPS. Let's see. Okay, Prime Day monitor. Monitor. Let's say 4K. You might want to go 4K IPS, and that's what you'd search for. I'm not using 4K monitors. It kind of sometimes when you upgrade, it introduces new problems. Like you got to change your fonts and sizes all around because you have so much more dang resolution, which is cool, but it's up to you. I'm on 1080p monitors. Maybe you want to edit on 4K monitors. I do have one. I covered it on my standing desk setup where I edit off my MacBook. So it kind of depends on what you need. So, you know, do you want 1080p or 4K? Do you want, IPS? You probably definitely want IPS. You want color accuracy to a certain level. Things like I definitely don't really recommend built-in monitor speakers or anything. Those usually suck no matter who you are. Best monitor in the world probably has the worst speakers. This one's super interesting because you have USB-C Type-C connectivity. That maybe means that you could just plug in your MacBook to or updated newer laptop And this guy looks super clean. LG's clean. He's got good ratings. How much, you know, it's only 16% off. Yeah, 16, you know, that's not a crazy deal, but this monitor looks super sexy. So those are a couple tips on monitors. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Where did that go? I lost it. Appreciate you, Morgan. And yeah, definitely happy to help. Okay, Panasonic cameras. Panasonic cameras is the question. Let's look. Panasonic Panasonic. We could do razors. People looking for Prime Day deals are like, why isn't he talking about like baby monitors? Hey, shout out to me being a new dad. 3 weeks into being a new dad. Panasonic mirrorless is what I'm going to search for because we don't need security cameras either. But let's see. Prime Day deal. GH4. Sick for the budget filmmakers out there. 30% off. G85 though, is that, oh no, G7. This is a smart move. Personally, Panasonic's autofocus just doesn't do it for me in regards to what I think most people need for creating content on YouTube. That being said, there's people who swear by Panasonic because you kind of get the most bang for your buck in terms of the fact that you could get a 4K, you know, micro four thirds sensor, flip screen, mic input, you know, good image quality, harder to dial it in my opinion, usually some grading abilities, meaning color grading and whatnot. So those who lean more towards the filmmaking and wanting to actually like Tony on the Think Media team, he swears by Panasonic. He doesn't like autofocus, but I tell him, I'm like, listen, a lot of us at Think Media, we're trying to set the camera up. We're trying to put the selfie screen towards us. We're trying to plug in a mic. We're trying to do a couple basic settings, and we're trying to have ourselves be in focus and create some content and help people and answer some questions and have it work and look good. You can get incredible image quality out of a camera like this, but if you're out of focus, it's like, dude, that sucks, you know. Or if like you don't know how to dial in the image, that could be tough too. This is also not that great of a deal. 10% off is I would probably wait for Black Friday. Cyber Monday would maybe be the move and see what deals are coming out around that time as well. If you're just joining too, there'll be time codes in the links in the description below and a lot of tips at the beginning of the video in regards to Prime Day. Thank you, Big Family Search. Sean Bradley Cannell is 3 weeks old. Latest GoPro. Tristan, my thoughts are the latest GoPro is probably sick. I have the GoPro Hero 8. It is one of my favorite cameras of all time. I took it up snowboarding. I took it up UTV. I still got to edit a video with it. The stabilization's sick. So the fact you get the selfie screen finally, and they never even released the media mod selfie screen. I don't know what the deal was with that, but I think that the GoPro Hero 9 would be a smart move. I think the 8 is just as smart of a move. I don't know if it really changed the game too much. So if you could save on the 8, then that would be that'd be good to do. There's no Prime Day deal on it, I don't think, but there is usually the GoPro Hero 8. Hero 8. That's not a very good deal. 9% off. Okay. That's renewed. That's the Amazon renewed. So you might want to, check out other sites too. Let's check out BH and see what's happening over here. $50 off, 300, solid. Basic kit, 51, that's solid. Well, I actually want to talk about GoPro because when you sign up I got the CES deal. I was at CES and they gave us a discount. So I bought it and I got like included a year free of their service. That thing's sick. You have unlimited cloud storage. You get 50% off on accessories. I got the backpack. I got the car mount, did some different things. So GoPro, I think their hyper smooth, most recent is incredible stabilization. Love it. Adventures with Time, the Samsung SSDs, T7 or T5. I'd be good with either. T7, I think, is just the newest one. I know there's the one with the fingerprint. I don't really care about that unless you really are like scared about your data. So we've been buying the T7s because they're more in stock than the T5s. But if you can get a good deal on the T5, we swear by them. We've been using them for years. It goes kind of without saying. Maybe it doesn't. I need to say it. Back up your data. I know people say SSD drives solid state drives like the Samsung drives are in a way more reliable because they don't crash, unless they do crash, and then your data is just gone. It just like disappears. So it sounds kind of crazy. Point is, you just always want duplication. You always want to back up your stuff. So let's see here, T5. And so we've never had one crash. Hey, by the way, if you've been a part of this whole stream, let me know. Shout out to those that have been grinding and hanging out the whole time. That small rig mount lets you mod it up with things like this guy. That like it's a little, you could put your Samsung drive, so you could, I don't know why you do that to your smartphone, but you could put little power banks on there as well. Okay, so this is actually meant for SSD, but you could go, let's visit the small rig. Let's go small rig, because small rig's pretty dope for accessories. And so this looks nice. If you just need a smartphone mount, this is not small rig, but this looks pretty good at $10. Looks like a pretty good. And can you put it on any tripod? It looks like you can. It probably, yeah, it's got a thread. So if you just need like a smartphone mount and you already have a tripod, I can definitely recommend ULANZI. The other full rig is nice. Let's see, small rig. You could get little pieces like this, so you can put monitors on your stuff. And here's a little handle. So no, that's a monitor mount. So I'm wrong again. But here's a holder for power banks. So I'm going to do a video on this. I got this guy. If you wanted to do like a power bank, this is for a DSLR, but you could do this for your phone. And you got different rigs for certain cameras that can help dissipate heat. You could do a little handle. Here's the top handle grip. And so you could connect this guy up. Again, this adds up to be a little more expensive, but here's what I'm building this around. I'd be building around this guy. So you see, you could put the handle on there. You could put the little power bank on there. You could put your mic on there and everything else. And this is the most pro smartphone holder setup that I know of. And that's all small rig. Well, I don't remember what question I was answering. Yeah, and SSD drives, T5, T7, great. Sony ZV-1 or GVX Mark III. ZV-1, 100%. I really can't recommend the G7X Mark III. For photography, it's a really great camera. It's got a great image quality. They just, as far as video goes, they lost it with the autofocus. So G7X III, definitely check out the Thick Media video. The mic input, there's so many things that are great about it. Again, if you're going to use manual focus, which doesn't even seem like a thing. And so, I mean, I don't know why you would get it for vlogging or something like that. Some people still, you know, there's firmware update and whatnot, but I would actually point you more towards the Mark II at this point. And sometimes, you know, we can maybe find the Mark II. Let's look, we can maybe find it refurbished. So there you go. You know, the Mark II is in focus like pretty much the whole time. The G7X Mark III goes in and out of focus. So by the way, so then to your point of ZV-1, it's a no-brainer. If you haven't seen our video, M50 versus Sony ZV-1, Omar really breaks it down. And I think both of those would be a smart investment. The fact that, and again, there's that link in the description down below if you want to check out the M50, the body, or even with the kit lens for $520, pretty sick deal. But the fact you get the ZV-1, I think it's $100 off right now for $699. Also, image quality wise, the updated skin tone color profiles, 4K. It's a little cropped in for vlogging if you don't really put it out there on like a selfie stick. So those are two of the top cameras I recommend right now. And always, for the most updated list, it's actually pretty updated right now. Besides the ZV-1, that's the only camera not covered in this video. Best cameras for 2020, and that's a deep dive that I go into. So I'll link that up in the description below as well to check out my top camera recommendations for different budgets as well too. That comes into play. So in answer to your question though, without hesitation, the Sony ZV-1 over the G7X Mark III. Doug, G7X Mark II is a classic. It's an absolute stellar camera. And my friend and co-author of our book, YouTube Secrets. Hey, look, the Korean translation. Have you seen that before? It's kind of crazy. It's also being translated into Chinese here. There's a whole different cover. It's like blue. What's my point? Benji Travis. So Benji Travis, him and his wife Judy have been vlogging for the past 10 years. They swear by the G7X Mark IIs. They vlog 5 days a week. They have gone through a couple because they drop them, kids throw them, across the room, stuff like that. And so let's look though. I don't know. They're not hard to come by. They're just, I don't know if they produce them anymore. All right, so let's go Canon Refurbished. So the link to the Refurbished page is in the description. We want Canon Refurbished top level power shot. Yes. Okay. Then we want to go G. I imagine the G series, the G7X. Mark III, don't do it. G5X, nah. Mark II, in stock. Wow, what a moment, friends. Together we have discovered. So this would be the better $450 1-year warranty. You got the $76 savings, the $104 additional savings. Much love and appreciation. If you want to use the affiliate link in the description down below to the Canon Refurbished page, I get like 1%. So I'd get like $4, something like that. And that would help us here at Think Media. But yeah, that's a great deal. That's a smart move. Budget it out. Do you want to spend a little bit more and get the newer technology, or that's a sick camera, looks amazing, easy to use, good price. Okay. Deals with lenses. Canon Refurbished does deals with lenses. I haven't seen too many deals. Let's check out Black and H. What? B&H Photo, Canon lenses. And type in your search term. There's not really much happening on Amazon Prime Day. Save 80 different deals from different brands, whatever. Yeah, it's interesting. There'll definitely be probably some lens sales over Black Friday and over Cyber Monday. I'm not seeing much here. There's not much happening on Amazon. I already checked. But if we head back to the top level of Canon Refurbished, specifically for Canon lenses, this would be the smart move. So here's what you do, friends. You go on the left side here and you would go over to like EF. EF's going to be like your DSLR mounts. You might even go price low to high. All right. Nifty 50 in stock, refurbished, $100 solid. EF 40 millimeter 2.8. Might as well go with the Nifty 50 at 40 millimeters. Let's see. Canon 20. This is for the Canon M50. The 22 millimeter f2. Great. Good lens. Not an extra savings on it, but $200. Fair. Let's see what else. The kit lenses are on sale, refurbished here. And you want to make sure they're actually in stock, right? So that's from the EF side of things. And I'm not seeing, we got multiple pages here. So then you could go maximum aperture. You could go wide and ultra wide. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. That's not helping us. Maybe wide and ultra wide, standard zoom, medium and telephoto. We actually want ultra wide zoom. All right. So it looks like the lower end ones are, the red line is the Canon L glass. And so not a lot of deals. This one, it's out of stock, but this is a pretty gangster lens. I actually bought this lens. It's $1,169 for a lens. It's a pretty good deal with the refurbished price, the 1-year warranty coming straight from Canon. It's calibrated and whatnot. But again, that one's out of stock. So got to shop around and check some of those things out. What would that camera be an upgrade from the T7i? No. T7i is pretty new. Like Canon M50, T7i, they're on the same playing field. Tip for anybody shopping Canon, you want I if you're going to do video. You don't want like a T7, you want a T7i. The I basically means video. I don't know what else it gets you, but it definitely gets you a mic jack. And when you get the T7, you go, oh crap, or the T6, you're like, I don't have a mic input, which is going to help you with video. And there may be a few other features, but definitely I would be those ones set up for, you know, video creating. Hey, hit like you can get value. You think the streams like this are valuable? I just heard creators, Mala Yalam, shout out the BYM1 microphone. And look, it's 10% off right now of the already incredible price. So this is a top recommendation, always helping you here at Think Media, because this guy, you got the TRRS plug. So you can plug this into your phone or your DSLR. Look at this little switch. Smartphone is when the mic's off. Click it on, and it's when the mic is on. You plug that into your DSLR for $20. This mic is an absolute steal. It's probably not going to ever get much cheaper than this. And this is not an Amazon Prime deal. This is just a coupon. Bang, hit the 10% off, and you're going to get like $2 off. It's going to be $18. And as you can see, again, compatible with phones, tablets, PCs, and laptops with combo jacks, cameras. And the one tip on this guy is buy a little pack of extra batteries, just because in case you leave it on, like I do every single time, and the battery dies. The battery lasts a long time, but what's the battery called? It has a little battery guy in there. It's metal, PC, noise level, omnidirectional, BOYA B1 battery. So yeah, it's not those. It's like the little round guys. I just bought like a 20 pack. So it's like $7. For speed's sake, just not to get stuck here, just figure out which battery it is. And it says 1X battery, but I don't know off the top of my head which one it is. So find that. Hey, look, sometimes there's other deals down here. There's a little clip this coupon if you buy more from this seller. So special offers and promotions. That's a good area to discover on today, Amazon Prime Day. There might be like even ways you can stack up the deals by maybe getting more things from the same manufacturer. I got another one for you now that we're on the idea of microphones. So maybe you also want a little shotgun mic. This one's amazing, by the way, but as soon as you push this freaking mic into this red piece of plastic, you'll break it. So you just have to be really sensitive, and you won't, but you just kind of push hard, you pull it out, you start pushing on the top. You're like, oh, it's kind of tight. And then snap, you break the red plastic. I can still recommend the mic. I could just say, I wish somebody would have told me. So I just was a little more sensitive, and once it's in there, it's all good. But, you live, you learn, and you break your shotgun mics. I would go shotgun mic for those of you with a mirrorless camera, DSLR, and a mic input. And I would go shotgun mic over here on Prime Day. And let's look at what we got. Let's see. A lot of these are probably pretty similar, but I don't know about these brands. Maniki, I've heard great things. They're usually hanging out at CES. So read reviews. This little guy, 2846. Remember Amazon's return policy, right? It's all the way until the end of January. So if you ever are like, okay, that looks solid, I'm going to, kind of quote unquote, roll the dice. If it's absolutely terrible, then be like, this thing sucks, and send it back. Comica is a super solid mic brand. If you want to get more of a budget shotgun mic, $31, and that's 20% off on a mic like that. So again, the way to do it is go to Prime Day, type in shotgun mic, type in lavalier mic, type in wireless mic, whatever it is you're looking for. And you could check out some of those things. Hello, Chris. Thanks for being here. Ken, thanks for being here. What's the best budget camera for photos? Richard, probably best budget camera is your smartphone to get started with. And smartphone cameras are so great unless you really invest. Here's maybe my belief these days when it comes to cameras. If you have a relatively newer smartphone, if you want to upgrade your YouTube content or really take legit photography, then you kind of don't want to invest at a mid-level with cameras. You almost want to step up. Here's kind of what I mean. One of the things with a smartphone camera is the sensor is not very big. So I definitely, if I'm going to take some photos, I at least want an APS-C sensor like the Canon M50, or a full frame sensor like the Canon EOS RP, or like a Sony A7 III, or even just a A7. So the sensor size. Also lenses. These lenses can fake some things like portrait mode and different things, but there's just nothing that compares to a good lens with the proper aperture. I want to do a video because my wife's friend, Sarah, was just saying, Sean, what camera should I buy? I want to take a lot better photos than I can with my phone. And I said, I would go full frame, because full frame is more affordable. So I'd go full frame sensor, and I would get a super legit lens that has like at least a 2.8 aperture, which means the depth of field you can get and whatnot. So I would say if you were just doing photos, you probably want to invest at least $1,000. Like you could shop it down, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. My favorite use sites checklist, by the way. You ready for this? Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon Refurbished, and Amazon Used, from usually the Amazon warehouse. B&H Photo Used, they've got a great used, and they actually rate the products. And there was one other one that I recommended somebody. Let me know in the comments, what are your favorite used or places to get refurbished gear? Canon Refurbished, I don't know if I mentioned them, because of the 1-year warranty. So I don't remember what we were talking about, but full frame camera. So I know that's a big investment, but my point is, if you don't invest $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, you're not going to, in my opinion, get remarkably better photography than you might with a smartphone. Can you pull off? Okay, that's not to put down like the Canon M50 APS-C sensor with probably a good lens. So you want to get some like remarkable photos, but here's the deal. You probably want to get a Canon M50 like I just recommended, refurbished. That's going to be at least $480, $470 for the body. And you probably want to get a $500 lens. If you grab the Sigma 16mm favorite lens, 1.4, you could just take over the world, photography and video, with that lens. Let's check it out. But that's a $400 lens. So you see my point? Canon M50 plus this lens, you're at $900 to $1,000, and you're going to be sitting pretty and sitting crispy. And if you don't necessarily have that budget and you want, I mean, at that point, I'd be pumped to shoot some wedding photography with the Canon M50 and a Sigma line of lenses. If I could grab this Sigma, and then I'd also get like the Sigma Prime lens, like a 50 mil, or the 30 1.4, or the 56 1.4. Like, I would love to shoot a wedding with these two. I mean, I'd upgrade from there. There's a lot of cameras I'd love to shoot a wedding with, but like now so you're at, these are prime lenses. Again, zoom would be nice, but anyways, I hope some of that's helpful as far as the thinking. I do want to do a video on that. Okay. Let's see. Hit like if you've been getting value. Gimbal stabilizer for a small camera. Good question. I think B&H has the best deals that I've seen today. Let's look at Amazon though too. We go Gimbal and see what we have. Again, BH is doing kind of, this is just an instant savings, but that's a good deal on the Ronin S. That's not small. Weeble, definitely that's a good one. Zhiyun. So Zhiyun might be where I would look. I might go Prime Day, and then I'd go Zhiyun. And then I would see you've got some Prime Day deals on Moza. That's a pretty solid smartphone gimbal. You've got a Prime deal on the DJI Osmo. Again, this is smartphone. You get that, but this is a smart move. And it's 12% off. It's not crazy, but this is newer, pretty new, and it's foldable, and that's going to give you some sick stabilization on your phone. That's cool. So let's see what else we got here though. Not seeing a ton. You could try maybe some different brand gimbals, but I definitely would stick with like a DJI or a Zhiyun when it comes to your mirrorless camera, or you know, cameras, mirrorless, or even a point and shoot camera like a G7X Mark II, and you kind of want to get some, whereas Sony ZV-1, you still need it to be able to hold a little bit of weight, like this guy right here. So if you had a Sony ZV-1, it's actually got the Sony RX100 something on there as far as kind of faded right there. 189, and you've got your different controls and $80 off. It's not necessarily a particular sale there, but hopefully these tips are giving you some just insight for maybe how you're shopping and deals to look at. Lizard God and Tiffany are asking about laptops. This is a rabbit hole, my friends. And so let's go in it together. Alice in Wonderland, like delirious mornings. Okay, can we just cheers it up? What are you sipping on right now? I got to finish my coffee. It's 7:49 a.m. at the time of recording this in Las Vegas. I got up at like 4:30 for Amazon Prime Day, and I need to do my own shopping. So let's answer some questions. Let me get some breakfast. Let me get my wife coffee because baby's been up throughout the night. I don't even know how I'm here right now. I feel like I didn't really sleep last night because you kind of hear the clamor. But shout out to Sonia Canon, my wife, who is unbelievable and remarkable. Cluster feeding is what Sean Bradley Cannell is doing right now. He is all up on the boob. Okay. So just if you haven't met my wife or my new son, there he is. There's Sean Bradley Cannell, the little guy. And oh, what a cute. There's our dog, Sophie. And so, I mean, we're 3 weeks in, man. We're new parents. We're trying to figure this thing out. Life is life, and life is good. Grateful. And there's my beautiful wife, Sonia. She's all time. She's a rock star, and she's really handling these first couple of weeks of parenthood good. Almost lost her mind on Sunday, though, but we took a little date with our son, and it was good after that. The new parent, like coffee, just like, it's all going to be okay. What are you drinking? Let me know in the comment section below. And let's go into the rabbit hole of laptops. Okay. Yeah. Coffee. Cheers. Keto Twins. Gadget Addicts Unite. Quack Comedy. Thanks for being here. Quack Comedy. Best shotgun mic for iPhone. Ooh, let's hit that. Remind me of that one. Let's do that one now. We'll do laptops after because I'll forget with the way my brain's working. So let's go like smartphone microphone. Now, best shotgun microphone is going to be maybe like the Shure MV88 Plus. I love that one. Or the Shure MV88 first is this guy. Not particularly on sale. The Shure MV88 Plus, also not on sale, but I bet these go on sale Black Friday, maybe directly from Shure's website. So stay tuned for that. Let's just check it out over on B&H just for fun. I think those are definitely, is it rebates? What's the rebate? Available rebates. View details. Okay. Oh yeah, directly from over here. If you get maybe get Adobe Premiere Rush free. Okay, that's interesting. So stuff like that, it's kind of cool. Adobe Premiere Rush, Adobe's kind of mobile video editing solution. So those are a couple of my recommendations. But here's the deal: the BOYA BYM1. You just want to spend $20, 18 with the coupon, is a smartphone microphone. Right now, it is corded. It has a cable, and so that there's either a shotgun mic or wireless. I think the other way to go is the Rode Wireless Go. And that one, again, maybe it's not going to see a sale. You see the competitors here, Movo, a lot of people making knockoff or just different competitors to the Rode Wireless Go. So you're at $230, and they included this little clip-on mic. So this is now wireless, but then you could wire this through your shirt. And but I actually think I might buy this guy just to review it here on Think Media to see if the $100 version of the Rode Wireless Go is worth it, if it competes. Let's look at the negative reviews. There's only 8%, 1 star. I wanted to like it. The build quality, terrible static filled audio. That's not good. You get what you pay for. These mics are horrible. Okay, well, so I don't know. Maybe I'll skip. So you do get what you pay for. and I would much rather get something that I can create content with, crush it with. So to your point, and we'll talk about laptops, smartphone, hit the like button if you've been getting value. Smartphone, what? Microphone? Smartphone microphone. Let's see what we got going on Prime Day deals. Smartphone microphone. You've got the 2-base Ranger Plus starter kit. This Monoki, like this is probably the same mic as the BOYA. Like they're probably all the same. They just have like kind of, you know, made in China. Here's a big key, TRRS. That's really the only thing you're talking about is TRRS. See that on kind of the left side of the screen is that's what'll make it work with your dongle on your smartphone or whatever. And you're asking about best though. And best is probably just going to be going with a solid microphone and plugging it right into your phone. So I can't really endorse any of these brands that I haven't really tested. And so let me give a plug to Think Media. You go to Think Media, the YouTube channel you're on, smash subscribe if you've not subscribed to the channel for more tech gear reviews, tutorials. Here's the homepage of Think Media, right? There's a search bar. It's this little magnifying glass. If you type in mic, then you'll see like our fee fine review. This $75 mic. Let's see if this guy. This is a USB mic that'll plug into your computer. Whoo! That's not the fee fine one though. So I don't know, but there's ones like it. So some of these plug-in USB mics, if you want the boom arm, hey, with the return policy, it might be smart. This one's got pretty good reviews, but man, aren't you scared of Amazon reviews? Like, let's check them out. Let's go down to the 1-star. It's not as good as you think. Wobbly, cheap, just horrible. Okay, but that's just the 1-star. You know, I would expect it to be wobbly at $41 for everything. You know what I mean? Like, let's go like conservative. Let's go 3-star. Good mic. So I mean, that's probably accurate. You kind of see it set up. Clarity is good, easy to set up. The little locking screw does nothing. So, you know, maybe some frustrating things. Having the peace of mind of the return policy until the end of January is kind of nice with the holidays, because at $46, 20% off, plus an extra 21% off. If it's good, if it works, it's probably similar to the fee fine. But back to Think Media for our talk recommendations. If you want to know the mics we've recommended, type in mic and you can see solid brands like Rode, solid brands like Deity. Yes, best cheap microphones and whatnot. Type in microphone if you're, you know, interested in comparisons of different Rode mics and whatnot. So use the search bar, and you might even go tripod. You could see ones we've recommended. This Mac Trend one's great. Geekoto. I like to roll with 77 inches because I'm a tall dude, right? So that's what we use for like NAB and then this K&F one. So different tripods as well as, you know, smartphone, tabletop tripods. So all I'm saying is use Think Media as a resource if you're curious about even like Adobe Premiere and you want full on tutorials like crazy of tricks for Premiere, tips for Premiere. We've got massive stuff on Adobe Premiere. If you're like, but I use iMovie, cool. Just type in iMovie and we will help you with editing hacks, tutorials, how to zoom in, etc. And again, if you want even say like the M50, once you get it, how do I use my M50? We got you covered at Think Media with all the different videos on the Canon M50, how to live stream from it and all those other things, which fire me off a question. But I do want to recommend this. I'm going to probably order one. Someone on the Think Media team already has one. Watch this. Go Prime Day. Go CamLink. I can totally recommend the CamLink, but it's like $120. These guys are on Prime Day deals. These little cheap capture cards. Okay. Mavis, Rosemary's video capture card. Here's what I can say so far. Nolan has one of these. I'm not sure which one. And Kyle Anderson has one of these on the Think Media team. And he's like, dude, it works the same as the CamLink. So if you were to jump in, and he's like, it's $20. That's what I do know, is that he was like, it's $20. So this is a Prime Day deal. That's not only 31% off, but you could save an extra 21% on this video capture card. Plug it into your USB drive. I am using a CamLink, right? And here you go. Supports 4K. That's crazy. It says it supports 3840 by 2160. Okay. Supports certain color, works with OBS, acquisition software. And again, if it doesn't work, send it back. If my coffee's not right, I send it back. If it's too hot, I send it back. You know the reference? The Office. Michael Scott? Okay, never mind. Wait a minute. I purchased this. I didn't purchase this. Somebody used my Amazon account and purchased this. So I can say this is the one that Kyle Anderson. So I purchased this in September. Not I, but somebody with my account, Kyle, because he was just telling me about this. And he's like, dude, it's like as good as the CamLink. So take that with what I know so far. Videos coming out. But I don't know if you can go wrong for, again, $18. And here's how it works. This CamLink, same kind of idea. I paid $120 for my CamLink 4K. It's plugged into a USB port. An HDMI cable is plugged into a GH5. A lot of different cameras you could live stream with. And you can get live streaming from a much better camera like this versus a lower quality webcam. And so I'm super glad that one came up. Definitely something to look into. And it looks like there's other deals, you know, again, look for the Prime deal, blue sticker. I would imagine at the end of the day, it looks like this technology is becoming quote unquote commoditized, and the price is just being driven down on, I'm not a tech engineer, so I don't want to say it's easy, but it seems like maybe getting you the end result of just translating, or should I say, brands maybe stealing CamLink's technology and then lowering the price on them. Not even stealing, like opening it up and just copying. You get what I'm saying. And some of these are going to be capture cards more even for, like, say, gaming and whatnot. You have HDMI input and output, so you can maybe get into a more dynamic situation. Same good deal going here on this capture card. I would just get the $20 one that I just recommended if you're just needing to kind of stream and teach like this. But if you're into gaming, maybe you need a capture card like this that'll allow you to pass through and do headphone, mic input, some different things happening too. And yeah, excellent value for the price. It doesn't surprise me. So far, so good. Better, cheap, the most expensive cards. This is interesting. I think Think Media should probably do a series on this, just because I do think that the prices of these things are being driven down. And I'm sure these brands, we'll see, but definitely check those out. For the most current Prime deals, there's a link in the description below, right at the top. That's my affiliate link. Thank you for being a part of Think Media and for checking out these tips. Hit the like button and we'll answer a couple more questions if you've been getting value so far. Can you get to laptops? What a journey. Thank you for your patience, for hanging out. Laptops. Prime Day. Let's look. Okay, so first of all, what software are you going to use? Okay. Joby Premiere required specs. So if you want, ask yourself what software you're going to use. Not all software requires the same whatever, but let's look at a couple baseline desires for a laptop. You're going to want 64-bit multi-core processor. So multi-core, what does that mean? Well, the more cores, the better. I don't even know why this is on screen. You can't really read that. 64 gigabyte Windows 10. This is a PC. 2 gigabytes of video RAM, VRAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM. At least 8 gigabytes of hard drive space. Probably way more than that. Sound card, internet connection, and maybe the resolution. Okay, that was a lot of mumbo jumbo. But let's do this. If I'm going to get a laptop, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to overkill the specs at some level because I want the speed. Speed matters whenever possible. So I might go straight to 16 gigabytes of RAM, let's say, or I might start with the processor and I might want an Intel Core, i7, i9, quad core is great, but if you could do 6 cores, 8 cores, all these things are going to help you go faster. If you're going to use Adobe Premiere, NVIDIA makes a huge difference because you have the Mercury playback engine that speeds things up. So this is a Prime Day deal, 15% off. Okay, you got the 15-inch monitor, i5 processor, 8 gigs of RAM. You got a 512 gigabyte SSD. And what we do is we use the Samsung T5s or T7s to actually put a lot of our video footage on. Those go faster, you know. And then you've got an NVIDIA graphics card, and that's going to help you with using your graphics card for video editing. So that's interesting to me. A lot of these laptops is like a whole, as we discussed, it's kind of a whole rabbit hole. Thunderbolt 3 is interesting to me because, again, this is on the PC side of things, because you're going to be able to plug in like an SSD drive, like a T5 or a T7, and actually have it go fast. So let's talk about this. So this actually, obviously, this is a pretty killer laptop at $1,300, not super affordable, but also not super crazy priced like a MacBook or something else that's newer. So what else you got going on? Well, you've got $300 off, 19% off right now for Prime Day. This is just one deal we're looking at. Prime Day exclusive deal. Okay. So, and by the way, gaming laptops, newer ones, are typically great for video editing. So Core i7 with 6 cores, sick. NVIDIA GeForce 1660, awesome. That'd be sick for Adobe Premiere if you're going to edit on PC, right? Full HD 1080p monitor with a good refresh rate, awesome. 16 gigabytes of RAM, as I mentioned, great. SSD drive, a little small, but you also get a T7, a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte T7 or T5. Put all your video footage on there. We edit off of T5s and T7s. And just to show you what that is, T7 SSD. I don't think it's on sale, but there you go. So here's a T7. There's the touch one, not a deal, but these little guys. And you're only on anything tech, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So this is a fast drive, and it's USB 3.2. So it's fast USB. But if you plug it into a slower USB drive, then it doesn't matter. Like wherever the bottleneck is. So a USB port, if you were to plug it in. So what you would also then ask yourself over here is like, what are the USB ports potentially? Or, you know, man, if you get into Thunderbolt, like what does Thunderbolt mean? Because it's USB-C on Mac, but it's also Thunderbolt. Like there's probably people in the comments that are smarter than me that could, you know, go a little bit deeper. So you want to kind of you sort of want to deconflict. Let me summarize and try to simplify. You want to think about your whole workflow, and you want to think about everything. It's like a water pipe when it comes to your a computer or a laptop. And that's like your throughput. And if you add like a lot of editing, you're editing 4K video, but you come into like a small pipe, which is like a slower USB port connection, even between you and like an external hard drive, then that'll slow you down. So your port speed, if you do have Thunderbolt 3 and you could potentially do like an external hard drive that leverages that. So those are a few things to look at. You know, as far as this would probably be a whole video in and of itself, obviously, to really go deep in some of these things. ZenBooks, this guy, I typically, if I'm going to do video editing on a laptop, I'm going to want 15-inch you know, but if I was just going to do kind of like mobile social media and like crushing it and wanted like a super sexy, sleek laptop, this is interesting. Only 13% off. Let's check out desktops. Desktops, typically you're going to get more bang for your buck. Look, shop by RAM capacity. If you're doing a desktop, let's just go straight to 32 gigabytes of RAM. Come on. It's Prime Day. Let's party. And let's make sure we're going by Prime Day desktops. Okay. Let's see. You definitely want gaming laptop. Only got 3 stars, but let's just, you know, i7 10th gen NVIDIA GeForce 1 terabyte of storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Pretty good. Probably not the best deal in the world. Remember, a lot of different websites are doing deals today. and there might be some custom PC build sites and whatnot. I understand that that's like a can of worms. I probably should do a new video where I concisely recommend in like a list of the best deals. Or like best ways to shop for deals. I think there's some MacBook deals over here. I know MacBook Pros can get, they're so much more expensive, but they are just so dang user friendly and like fast, and you know, USB-C ports with the external drives can work good, but not seeing a ton of deals. Those usually don't go really on sale as much. But check out the live chat right now for any tips from computer experts. And I would probably go 15, 16 inch is like the newer one, but I would maybe see if there's an older, because look at this 3,200, and you know, we're talking, you're like, dude, my car doesn't cost that. You know what I mean? But they're sick. And so, I know that hopefully that gives you some specs and shopping for laptops. What's up, Mark Tutz? Let me know if you have a question. Julie, smart move on getting the M50 Creator Kit. I love it. Good one. Best drone for wildlife. Best drone for wildlife is probably just best drone, period. I mean, I go to the DJI Mavic Pro. This one I have. That's got the Hasselblad. Wow, there's some. Let's see a couple of deals on drones over here. The mini combo. I mean, mini would be great. You kind of come back to your sensor size. I mean, that's because it's mini, so it's a smaller sensor. So I would say, I mean, if you want best drone for wildlife, I would point you straight to, you know, it is the nicest, but it's the best. And I saved up for this guy, Mavic 2 Pro. That'd be the one I'd go with. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And smart controller, if you can get it, you know, come on. But like this 1-inch sensor, I believe, is it 1 inch? Yeah, maybe. Yep. 1-inch CMOS sensor, 20 megapixels. If you want that detail, you want that image quality, you get what you pay for. You can also save a lot of money if you buy like a Phantom that has a 1-inch sensor and that somebody's upgraded. That's probably another video we should do at Think Media. That's just kind of about like, you don't always need the newest stuff. Like one of the smartest moves is always to buy like a generation or two before, because they're always advancing, and that's a good way to save money. iPad Pro, there is a deal on iPad Pro on B&H Photo. And again, if you want to check out affiliate links, they're in the description below. We're going to get an iPad Pro, and Omar's going to do some LumaFusion tutorials on iPhone and iPad. He's going with the 11-inch. Let's see, $350 off of the Apple iPad Pro at the 12-inch. He wants to go 11, I'm pretty sure. And I think we're going to go 1 terabyte. And I think I saw, let's see what the deal is here. $350. Dang, bruh. So, you know, and this is a pretty gangster iPad Pro, but you got Wi-Fi, you got 4G if you want it. You got whatever you call it, cellular. 1 terabyte, space gray, and it's the previous generation. I think I'm buying this later today for Omar and the Think Media team to start doing some iPad stuff and do a couple of videos. And we also, you know, use them for a lot of things. Use them for just business, getting things done. We also use these as teleprompters. With like most of the time we just kind of freestyle bullet point record videos. But if you ever are searching around, just go iPad teleprompter. Then you want to make sure it fits. But it's when we do like videos that like every word matters. If I'm shooting like a business related video, these guys are pretty killer. You can get something like this, right? And then you can multi-use your teleprompter or your iPad for just so many different purposes. iPads are pretty dang powerful. You can use it for camera monitors and all kinds of cool stuff. So good question. Sony A6100s for photos. Great. Should I get a gimbal if you have a gig coming up? Yeah, if you want to get that production value and you want to swoop into scenes and really do some dynamic video production, you have a video production gig, I would definitely go gimbal, especially if your camera doesn't have in-body image stabilization. And even still, gimbal brings that crazy production value. So I'd search around for that. Power Up Savior says iPad's the best computer. Smash like if you've been getting value out of this video. And thanks for being here today. Wi-Fi routers. There's some good deals on Wi-Fi routers. Let's look. So you go Prime Day. Let's see. Wife. Anybody need a Prime Day wife? There's a sale. Okay. So TP-Link. Let's see. There's a deal there. Dual band gigabit wireless router for home, VPN server, a couple other things. That's worth checking out. Let's see. I saw a couple earlier, TP-Link, couple deals. So remember the tip, learn the brands you want, study out the brands you want. You might be throttling back to the water analogy. You've got data, your kids are trying to watch some Netflix. They're trying to play some PS4. You're trying to upload a video. You're on Wi-Fi. You're trying to crush some content on your phone and even just build out a carousel or do some Instagram stuff. You may want to upgrade the Wi-Fi in your home, and the bottleneck could be your router. You get a newer gen, something like this, 27% off. I've got a pretty BOYA D-Link router. Let's see if there's any savings on these guys. It's a couple years old now, but it's pretty gangster. And so let's see, you might want to get a gigabit switch so you could be hardlined in on your various devices. This is an older gen. Looks like it didn't get very good reviews, and it's not on sale. It is on sale actually. Oh, price at checkout is $174. I don't know why this one didn't get, but you could see you want to make sure you maybe have the 5 gigahertz option for devices. That goes back, by the way, to your laptop, to your phone. Your wireless card in your laptop, or I guess it's your wireless ability, your Wi-Fi ability in your phone. If it can access 5 gigahertz, that's 176% faster on your Wi-Fi when you're at home or at your home office. So this is not the one I have, but you can start getting into these more like robust multi-antenna, crush your whole home, your whole apartment, your home business. And so go to Amazon, select the Prime deal option, search a brand, D-Link, TP-Link, search maybe, what you're actually looking for, and then dive deep. That's sort of the theme, is that a lot of these deals are not going to be served directly to you on just the Amazon Prime page. Let's also just look really quick. Again, at the top of the YouTube description is a link to the Amazon deals. On the left side, make sure to check like camera and photo. Make sure to check the actual departments, computer and accessories maybe. And maybe you're also going to do, that's usually the ones I check, but maybe I'd also check like, video games, got to throw that in there. Musical instruments, because that can sometimes be your podcast microphones and things like that. Chromebooks, by the way, I typically wouldn't recommend a Chromebook for video editing, but for like business and things like that, pretty solid. There's some deals on monitors. So again, to see all these deals, my affiliate link is the top link in the description down below. And this will take you right to this page. What we're also about to see is some limited time lightning deals together that are available for probably a limited time. Here we go. So on here, we've got definitely a lot of security cameras, USB-C Type-C cable. Cool. You want to be careful on those cables. Just because it's the connector, it doesn't mean it actually has the throughput or speed. So make sure you look at good reviews, but that one looks like, always read it up. Wi-Fi range extender. That's another smart move. If you're like, shoot, when I'm in my bedroom, the router's on the other side of the house and things really slow down. So that can be a smart move. USB microphone kit here. This looks pretty nice, 29% off. I'm not sure about the brand, but something to check out. We got a 77-inch, a limited time left on this Fopik 77-inch tripod. Like it if you're a little bit taller. And, again, you might notice there's these different brand names, whether it's Geekoto, whether it's Zomni or Zombie or whatever. And then you're like, they're probably the same. And they probably are, made in China, made probably pretty well, because this looks like the Gikoto one. It's got the leg flip locks. It's got the ball leveler head, and a little bit left on the Lightning deal here, but that's a sick price. And then you just come in here and you're like, sturdy tripod, great price. And somebody's taken some sick photos with it. Looks like they've got their shutter open to get the water blur. And so it looks like it's working for people, replace my Manfrotto. So that's how I would shop. Can't stand weekly use, maybe read about it, but maybe it's not built to last, but you're like, well, I'm going to use it in my home office for shooting YouTube videos. Well, then you might get it. If you're like, well, I'm going to hammer it and do tons of outdoor photography and really throw it in and out of my like SUV. Well, then you should invest more than $50, right? You know what I mean? Like if you want like a workhorse piece of gear, you should invest some workhorse money into that piece. Little podcast streamer, kind of like the Fee Fine that we talked about earlier, worth looking at. This is this good way to go. These are the same thing. A lot of different brands on soft boxes, Mount Dog, whatever. But this looks pretty legit. 800 watts. That's one way you determine brightness. I prefer 1,000 watts because you can't control the brightness. There's no knobs on these. But for $46 for 2 softbox lights, with the return policy until the end of January, again, you either go sick, this is great, and that is an insane price, or you go, okay, it wasn't bright enough. So I think Amazon's super smart out of all the sites that are doing Prime Day today, basically, because of that return policy, because it really just gives you the peace of mind to just take action and make a purchase. This is interesting. Let's see. We got a Dell laptop. Again, these deals are temporary, but you got i7, 1.8 gigahertz quad core. That's actually not super great for like video editing. You want not just more cores, but you want faster cores. Does that make sense? That's the speed of the core, and there's 4 cores, quad core. I'd probably want at least 500 gigabytes on the SSD drive, 16 gigabytes on the RAM, 6 cores that are maybe a little faster. Solid laptop, but I'm not excited about it. And let's see, got some Neewer bicolor dimmable lights. That's interesting. Webcams with microphone. Read the reviews. When possible, stick with the Logitech, the tried and true brands. But if you roll the dice, the risk is kind of low, and you might discover something pretty awesome. And so that's the current Lightning deals happening right now. USB hubs, I think that's if you are in a MacBook type of a situation. I definitely needed Ethernet when I was especially traveling recently, and I wanted to live stream from the road. I never trust Wi-Fi to live stream, so you got that Ethernet plug there. That's a good deal. 60% off. If it's got good reviews, then great. The smart move. So Prime Day is happening right now. If you're just joining, definitely check out the replay. A lot of tips at the beginning. We talked about webcams at the beginning. Definitely we're talking about tools for creators. Let me give you my content creator checklist again, just so you can make your game plan, and let me know, what are you shopping for on Prime Day? You've got October 13th and 14th, but deals are going to start happening all holiday season. So make a game plan. Of course, you might be doing holiday shopping for others, but if you're part of Think Media, you're probably building your battle station. You're getting your monitors right. You're getting your USB microphone. You're getting your internet dialed. You're getting your storage dialed, right? You're getting maybe one of those HDMI CamLink, $20. That's a sick deal. Check those out. I'll make sure to summarize. I hit a bunch of things that aren't in the description yet, but by the time you're watching the replay, everything will be organized in the YouTube description. Again, those are affiliate links. And if you click one of those, I get a small commission, but that is how we do what we do at Think Media. So I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you for being a part of the community. Great deals on lighting. Remember, it's not just Amazon. There's lots of competition. So B&H Photo, Adorama, for other things besides content creator type gear, of course, check out, Target, Best Buy. Those really aren't my favorite stores, especially for tech. I would stick probably tried and true with like Amazon and B&H. Live streaming gear, the Canon M50 refurbished deals, link in the description down below to that. Best deal on the Canon M50 right now. And let me know what is on your checklist this year. Mega Mesh, there are a lot of PC parts on Amazon Prime. Just search out the specific part. Make sure to, check Amazon Prime deal to see if it's a deal. And then, I want to encourage you, avoid impulse buys. Do your research. Use a website like camel.com or honey.com to compare prices on the internet. Just make sure that you're getting like the best deal possible. Steven, check out the refurbished link because the Canon M50 is the best price, 1-year warranty, refurbished, straight from Canon. And it's for the body, it's like $460. You probably will not find a better price unless you buy it used or something. Smart move there. Windows Surface Pros, have not used it, but I think I've heard great things, Alberto. Smash like, and maybe share the stream with somebody that's shopping. Remember, Amazon Prime Day basically goes 2 days, October 13th and 14th. Amazon specifically has opened their holiday return policy until the end of January 2020. So you have peace of mind. But then also all the other retailers online realize, oh shoot, Amazon is jumping a month ahead of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So we're doing sales too. So compare different sites for whatever it is you're about to invest in. Act quickly though, because the deals are not going for very long. And definitely check out, and then also consider that I think here's what's happening. Best Buy promised that the sales today are as good as Black Friday. So are you going to see any dramatic swings between Prime Day today and tomorrow, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday shopping? You'll probably see some dramatic swings on lightning deals, the limited deals that you want to actually jump on that are specifically, I'm going to click camera and photo, and that it's probably not going to get much better than this, Photo Pro. That's not just a Prime deal, but also a lightning deal. I would feel good about those. Those are the ones you want to shop in real time. And other than that, though, I think that you'll probably see kind of more or less consistent pricing through the holidays. That's my prediction. Jamie asks, and thanks so much for the super chat, are there any stabilizers for DSLR on sale? There are. And so let's see, we'll go Prime Day and then we'll go, we'll go DSLR gimbal. Of course, it'd be true for mirrorless as well. Although DSLR might be a little bit heavier, right? So it's probably smart to do the DSLR weight limit. Moza Air 2, I can recommend that. We've tested this guy out. So there's a Prime Day deal, 20% off. Remember, you have to be a Prime member. And so there's details in the description about that. And good reviewed. This is a pretty solid one. So let's compare them. That's 9.25 pounds. That's a freaking heavy camera, right? 4.2 kilograms. Okay, cool. So that one's on Prime Day. The Moza Air 2. Let's see. That might be kind of the main one. I could get behind that one. And other than that, let's jump over to B&H. Again, other websites. DSLR gimbal. Let's see. Weeble is a good one. $339, but let's check the weight. And you want to weigh your camera. So you probably want to overkill as well, right? Like if you're right on the edge, then where's the payload? That's really the question, right? Not the weight of the actual camera, but the payload of the gimbal. So that's how much weight it can hold and can carry. And why are they making it so dang difficult to see what the payload is? All right, look that up later. But that other one, the Moza Air 2, can hold, over 9 pounds. Let's look at some others though. The Ronin S is on sale. So $559, tried and true. You can't really go wrong with that. But let me be clear that this is instant savings of 190, but this is not like a rush Prime Day sale or anything. So that's a good price. So if you just want to kind of compare apple to apples, you could check out, you know, some YouTube videos. DJI definitely has the brand name, right? The brand recommendation, 8-pound payload. So pretty close. $559. People swear by them, as you know, it's been a really refined product, really killer reviews. And you do have instant savings right now, but you might shop this over the holidays, and DJI Ronin S would be a great, of course, you could put mirrorless cameras on here as well, but that's going to get, that's 8 pounds of the payload. Please tell me in the live chat what that is in kilograms. And then the Moza Air 2, Moza, not quite the same brand as DJI, but a super solid gimbal. I got one in the other room, and you're going to pay a better price. And this one is on sale, and you got the 9 pounds. And so great gimbal, best bang for your buck. It kind of sums it up. And I think that's probably what would resonate with me as well. Battery issues. Okay. Maybe the battery, you know, but is that how long you're gonna be shooting for? And really, really positive reviews. I haven't had any battery issues, but that's just me reading the reviews. So yeah, that's a couple of DSLR gimbals. I think between those two, but that Moza Air 2 is a super smart move. I think that you could invest in there. 8 pounds is 3.6 kilograms. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you. Is the DJI Ronin SC any good? Does SC just mean the payload is smaller? Let's see. I don't know if I see that it's on sale. Am I seeing it wrong? So you could definitely research out the SC. If we go over here, the SC is right here. That one's on sale as well. Okay, here you go. B&H for 210 off. Out of stock. Okay, comes with a hard case. 4.4 pound payload. There's your difference. So SC is a little over half of the payload. So for a little bit smaller cameras, makes sense. And this one comes with a hard case. So is it any good? Yeah, you're getting like a DJI Ronin, different payload, and also smaller. If you know the camera you're going to use is less than 4 pounds with the lens, and even thinking about the balance where it's all at, then you may not want to overkill with the size of the full size Ronin. If I was only going to get one, I'd want the Ronin S, because then I could not only go big, I could go to small, but I just get used to using the one gimbal. So, and for the price, as far as the B&H photo price here, what the, wow, we got pretty high there quick with the kit. But if we got the SC, it's 508, and if we go Ronin S, it's like the same price. It's like, you know, let's see. You got the Essentials kit. That looks like a smart move for, that's actually not the full gimbal though, 559. So the S over here is just a little bit more affordable. And so, yeah, as far as those go, I might shop it the whole season and see what you can do there. SCs for mirrorless cameras and smaller SLRs. John, thanks for the tip. Brick Science, thanks for the super chat. Would the Canon Rebel T4i be a bad camera for my YouTube show? No, I think T4i is great for YouTube. Again, the best camera to have is the one you already do have, or the one you can get your hands on. And the one thing I would recommend though is thinking about the autofocus. And I think that T4i, at T4i, it's a little bit older. And what was it? Hybrid CMOS sensor. It's not going to have the best autofocus, but like, I've been creating content video since 2003. Like I've gone through so many different generations of cameras. Canon 60D. We did a lot of manual focus. We have a video on Think Media actually about, if you go, let's see here, like old camera, man, what's the title? It's a video about cheap camera maybe. And Nolan uses a T2i, and he breaks down, you know, how you can get incredible settings out of a T2i. Let's type in T2i and see if that comes up. And you can check out this video that I'm unable to actually find. So that's completely unhelpful. Well, hey, I'll link that one up in the description. Point is, the best camera to have is the one you do have. if you're going to be investing, speed, ease of use, workflow. That's why we love the M50. That's why T6i is hybrid autofocus. T7i, I think, goes to dual pixel autofocus. You start getting a little bit of resolution, faster processors and things like that. But absolutely start creating with the camera you have and upgrade as you go. Luminex G85 is a great camera. I'm not a huge fan of Panasonic's contrast-based autofocus. I would prefer Sony or Canon or anybody with phase detection autofocus. GoPro Hero 7 is a great vlogging camera. Hit like if you got value, and thanks for being here today. I got to get my wife coffee. She's a new mom. And hit the like button, though. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. And a couple recaps if you're just joining. A lot of value we added, a lot of consistent tips, a lot of, I'll answer your question in a second, Stefan. But we did a lot of tips. Check the replay. Check the time codes in the description down below. Check out updated links in the description down below. Thanks so much for being a part of the Think Media community. New videos coming your way all week long. 5 videos a week right now. If you haven't heard about our channel, Think Marketing Podcast, the Think Marketing YouTube channel, head over there and subscribe. Like, head over there right now. Like, you didn't know about this? We have a new YouTube channel. So we have, starting next week, our podcast is back every single Tuesday. This is the more marketing side, the strategy side of growing your business, becoming a full-time content creator, using video to grow your existing business, and how to do things besides YouTube and social media, how to do, email marketing and Facebook ads. And the behind the scenes, it's like the iceberg, right? Like, there's the content. You got to create great content and master thumbnails and titles. But if you really want to learn the ins and outs of how do you work from home, build a life on your own terms, and really turn your passion into profit and your creativity into a career, Think Marketing is the destination. Definitely check that out. And new episodes of the Think Marketing podcast coming your way soon. Today's episode is also brought to you by StreamYard. And so this whole stream has been on StreamYard. If you've never heard of Think Media Tools before, you can go to thinkmediatools.com, and it's some of our favorite software, the things we use in our business here at Think Media. And one of those tools is StreamYard. It's the easiest way to go live. Thanks to StreamYard for sponsoring the video today. And StreamYard, you can see whether it's like vidIQ, different things, but you can, there's a link in the description down below. You can get a $10 credit when you sign up for StreamYard. There's not much to see here because you're seeing the back end of where I am live streaming right now, but my ability to flip flop the screens here, just like this, to turn on the little banners. Where's that thing? The branding. See my little Think logo? There's the Powered by StreamYard logo in the upper right hand corner. You can, of course, the ability to do dynamic content. Like if I want to talk about a video that I'm in, there's that. You got the Think logo up top. You got the black version. You can upload overlays. There's a picture of Heather Torres's RV that she's refurbishing. You know what I mean? Like, so you can pop stuff up, different like branding elements and things. And so we love StreamYard. It's what's been cool about it is I've used other more complex live streaming software before, but there's a lot of friction. It's like a learning curve. I have to like call my friends, live streaming pros, David and Luria, to like coach me. StreamYard's web-based. It's easy to use. You plug and play, you get your stuff set up and you're ready to go, going live on YouTube, Facebook, or really anywhere. And you can multi-stream. If you wanted to stream it to Twitch, YouTube, RTMP server, all at the same time, you could do that. They have 1080p now. Those things come with the pro plan, but I think it's one of the best investments you can make. Even though they're sponsoring this video and we're working with StreamYard yet, I think we ended up with like 2 or 3 accounts that we're paying for every month because we absolutely believe in it and not just because they're a sponsor of this Amazon Prime Day video. So check out StreamYard. I think that live streaming, by the way, as you're upgrading your gear, I think that be thinking about your battle station. Be thinking about, I got a GVM light up here. I've got, my camera plugged into my CamLink. I got this Shure MV51 microphone, a little pop filter that doesn't work for some reason because my plosives are crazy. And so StreamYard, an absolute joy, and it removes friction, makes it easier to go live. And and we love it. So thank you, StreamYard, for sponsoring the video. And would you recommend the Canon M50 for a film student? Absolutely. I think the Canon M50 is one of the smartest moves you can make. And we were talking about the best deal right now. There's a link in the description down below for Canon's website, Refurbished, good as new, comes with a 1-year warranty. Pam, thanks for all you do. Can you say something about the Fuji cameras? Fuji is pretty phenomenal right now. We haven't really got our hands on them, but I think it's the Fuji X-T4, has, in-body image stabilization, I'm pretty sure. Right. And let's check them out. And so again, couple things that I would probably recommend at the price point. Let's look at what we got here. You could study out all the YouTube videos, 4K 60 frames. It's kind of hard to get that. Full HD 240. So that's an edge, of course. 5-body in-body image stabilization. Can someone tell me if it's phase detect autofocus? Let's see specs. So actually, out of all the Fujis, top of mind, this is the one I'd be paying attention to. But when it comes back to it, there's maybe a few things I would have to say. Okay, if you're a filmmaker, phase detection, autofocus. So good autofocus. You got to actually look at the video reviews. $1,700, sick. I mean, maybe grab this kit lens, $2,000. So what else can you get for $2,000? Well, a Sony A7 III. The fact you have the flip screen, good for vlogging. So, I think that it's probably past due that we actually really cover these at Think Media. But what we've learned is that, again, for $500, you can get an M50. That's 1/4 of the price with the lens refurbished right now. And that's 1/4 of the price. Now, it doesn't have 240 frames per second and, HD and 4K 60 and DCI, UH, whatever. And, but it has great autofocus. It does have the selfie screen, etc. And then you go into Sony and you could start going like A6400 or even M6 Mark II. You're still at half the price of this. So that's not a put down to Fuji. It's just, if you're going to be investing this kind of money, then you're also probably comparing that to, at this point, the Sony A7C. And again, maybe you're not getting those same frame rates, but you're getting full frame. This is an APS-C sensor. So that's kind of a can of worms. I hope that helped speaking to it a little bit, Pam. But I've heard great things. They've got great reviews. Plenty of YouTube creators are crushing it with the camera. And so, yeah, let me know if anybody thinks about what you think about the X-T4. The other thing, another thought about it is, because Canon and Sony are bigger, they're more common. Sometimes it's easier to get more refurbished lenses, more access to lenses. Maybe people make third-party lenses for Fuji. Let me know in the live chat or in the comments below. But like Sigma and Sigma lenses for Canon, Tamron lenses for Sony are amazing. So you think about kind of like whole workflow. Probably the best workflow in the industry is Sony, because you could get an A6100 and everything upgrades, like your lenses work through the whole system. The full frame sensors have crop mode, so you can still use your old lenses. They all fit together. The Tamron lenses for the Sony E-mount are just freaking amazing and much more affordable. And so, those are definitely something to consider. People are asking about the XT200. Again, I want to stay in my lane of what I know, but at $500, here's my question: does it have the flippy screen? Because an M50 does at the same price. What else? Here we go. We're about to go 360 degrees on it. Yeah, it looks like it does. Yep. So you kind of got that M50 similar. Now, is this an APS-C sensor, or is this like a micro 4/3? Because I would want, yeah, it is APS-C. Great. Cool. 4K video. Awesome. 30 frames. Uncropped. Maybe. So yeah, you've inspired me. Maybe we will look at those. Which Fuji cameras should we dive deeper on? Let me know. Michelle, I got the ZV-1. even though I hate Sony. It's a smart move though. Is the camera worth it for the $700 Prime Day sale price? It is. Michelle, it's a sick camera. It's a really great deal. And check out our video if you want to see it. Search and just type in ZV1 on the Think Media page, or just go for it because it's really great. Unlimited record limits, solid point. Sony's killing it with the unlimited record limits lately. And so a lot of good questions coming in. Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. Yes, uncropped 4K. My man. So, hey, I'm going to go through this live chat. Drop some of your questions. What videos do you want us to make this holiday season? What comparison videos? What questions do you have? We've done a super stream here. Smash like if you got value. Links in the description down below. Summaries, time codes to take you through the whole thing. Definitely check out the replay and maybe share this with somebody that's looking for tips and some tech and camera deals around the holidays. If you're curious about our top recommendations for cameras, my top recommendations for cameras this year, click or tap the screen to watch that video. For another video from Think Media, you can click or tap the screen. And appreciate you so much. Thanks for being a part of the Think Media community. Keep crushing it. Happy shopping, Prime Day, and throughout the whole holidays. And in the meantime, we'll talk soon. Later.